Hi guys, it's Brenda. Guys, it's a Saturday morning and I'm out and about, living my midlife life. And so, listen, let me show you. I had to go to GNC, and this is not paid advertising, but let me tell you, these vitamins right here. I don't know if you can. Let me see it. Okay, these vitamins right here. Oh, they are the truth. So this morning, I haven't had them in a while, and excuse me, let me put this in there. I hadn't had these vitamins in a while, so I rushed to the GNC because these vitamins give me so much energy. In fact, I have to take one instead of two. If I take two, I'm up all night. So I had to go and get my vitamins, and so I am excited. I have already taken them, guys, and I also went there to get some type of weight loss. Those of you who are middle-aged folks, you know exactly what I am talking about. Sometimes the older you get, if you're not careful, let me just say, if you're not careful, the older you get, the more weight you gain. And so I have issues with weight gain, and I'm on these medications, right? I mean, pre-diabetes, because I'm borderline diabetes, okay? If I lose the weight, that could help, okay? Blood pressure, excuse me, I'm driving. Blood pressure, okay? High blood pressure, I should say. If I lose the weight, that can help, okay? So there are conditions that I have that make it necessary for me to lose weight, guys, okay? So to me, really, it's not optional. The problem is, number one, I have poor eating habits, okay? And so I'm actually headed right now to Walmart. I'm going to get me a pressure cooker. I love that, and I guess they're the same as an Instapot. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. So I'm on my way there now to get an Instapot so that I can. I'm trying to think. I don't think this is the way I went this morning. I'm sorry, guys. It's not the way I went this morning. I'm going to have to make a U-turn. So I am on my way to get an Instapot so that I can cook me some healthy meals, guys. And I want you to join me on this journey, doing this midlife renovation. One of my goals is to eat healthy, to live healthy, and then also practice wellness. I want to be able to change my mindset, guys. I want to be able to work on my emotions. I want to develop more. Even though I am middle-aged, it's never too late to continue learning. And so I'm excited about that. It's a whole new chapter for me. It is a new beginning, fresh out of a relationship that did some damage to me. And so I am in the process, like I said, of renovating myself for the good. I cannot be a self-love and happiness coach excuse me, self-love and happiness coach if I am struggling myself. So part of my journey is getting rid of toxins, okay? And really, I have been doing really good at that. The problem is I let my guard down. Thinking, oh, you're getting older, you've never been married before, your time is clicking, so you may want to go ahead and meet somebody. You may want to get in this dating scene, because when my son was little, I actually gave up dating. I stopped dating, and I decided to focus on me. I decided to just let it go, and then just be all about me and my son. And so now that he's older, I'm thinking, you know what? It's time for you. It's time for you to enjoy it. But at the same time, to be honest, and I have to admit it, that there were certain restrictions that I had. I'm sorry, I'm driving. There were certain restrictions that I had in my life and I had let my guards down. I had certain rules for my life, and I'm just being honest. I did not want to date a guy who had been out of jail, okay, had been to jail at all. Even though I think that it is good to give them a chance, because there are some guys who go to jail and they are rehabilitated, but then there are others who the mentality is what keeps them down, okay? So that was one of my rules. Don't date a guy who has been to jail. Number 2, don't date a guy who smokes, or who has vices, as they call it, smoking, drinking, marijuana, pornography. Though that was my other restriction. Don't date a guy who has that, only because I didn't want to deal with it, and I know it was costly, and I was struggling financially, so I didn't need the added pressure. Okay, my other vice was to don't deal with a man who makes less money than I do. Okay, it's not that I think I'm better, it's just that I want better, number 1. And number 2, even though I feel like if they make less money than I am, and then we can add together, add the money together in the same pot, and it will make more money, I do agree with that. It's just a matter of the mentality. Sometimes it's not the salary, it's the mentality, okay? The mentality on that level, okay? So don't misunderstand me. If a guy is not, if he is, I don't know, a janitor, or if he's not making more money than you are, I don't want to give any titles, because there's some that have the title, but they making a lot of money, okay? So if he's not making more money than you, I don't want you to assume that that you shouldn't date him. I don't agree with that. Just be cautious, because sometimes, again, it's not the salary, sometimes it is the mentality. So people who are on certain levels, they have a certain behavior that doesn't sit well with me. You may be fine with it, I'm not, okay? So that was my other restriction. Let me see. Another restriction that I had is a guy who has more than one baby mama, okay? Because I sort of, now two may be all right, but at the same time, I sort of feel like if they have more than one, then that to me raises a red flag. It makes me think, okay, so why is it that he wasn't able to make this work? Or why, why didn't it work? Again, it's not for you to say, oh, he got a baby mama, so I shouldn't even deal with him. No, my thing was, okay, to question, why is it that you have more than one? Why didn't it work? Nobody gets into a relationship not wanting it to work. But at the same time, it takes two to have conflict. And yes, sometimes people are so young when they get into relationships. Yes, sometimes things just don't work out. I'm not saying that they don't. What I am saying is that it's a red flag for me to find out more information, okay? To find out why didn't it work, okay? But when you have 3 and 4 and more baby mamas, then that is a red flag. Something did not work out more than once, okay? So that becomes a red flag for me, okay? And listen, these are rules that I set for my life. The rules that we set for our lives are based on our experiences, based on our preferences, based on what we can tolerate, because people have different tolerance or different things that they can tolerate, right? I may not tolerate something and someone else may be like, it's no big deal. Okay, so everyone has different tolerance levels. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I set rules for my life based on my experiences, my preferences, and what I am able and willing to tolerate. Okay, and you do the same whether you recognize it or not. Okay, so let's see. Another rule that I set for my life is I want someone who inspired me, someone who encourages me to do better, not someone who competes with me, and not someone who feels jealous of what I've accomplished, and also not someone who feels like they need to outdo me. Okay, I guess it's the same as competition. I guess it is. Yeah. The point is that I want us to be a team and build each other up so that we can both win. Because truthfully, if one partner is winning, the other one is too. And then also, I am a very 50-50 type of girl, guys. I don't expect a man to take care of me. I don't take pleasure in taking care of them, okay? I feel that you give and take equally. You help each other out equally. I may get paid on one week, whereas you get paid on the other week, and we help each other. So I've always been a 50-50 girl. If I go out to dinner with someone, I'm okay with paying for my dinner. Yes, I am. And I know some people will absolutely disagree, but that's just the way I am. I'm a 50-50 girl, and I take pride in that. I take pride in my independence, and I'm okay with that, okay? So I set these rules for my life so that I can have peace of mind, and I can live life happy because they're based on what makes me happy, okay? What makes me thrive, okay? So, it is what it is. To renovate my life. I'm middle-aged, never married, engaged twice, never married. And so I am just trying to live life to the fullest, I guess, right now, to the best of my ability. I am an empty nester. My son is grown. And so I was at first thinking, okay, let me just get into this relationship now and I can focus on relationships. But I just had a bad breakup. And so I am renovating my life. I am starting from scratch right now, and I'm living in a motel, hotel, whatever, switching back and forth because you can only stay there 28 days. Stay tuned for those videos on living in a motel. Quite interesting. Anyway, I am renovating my life. I'm basically sort of starting from the bottom. I've lost some things. I've lost myself in the process of being in this toxic relationship. And so I am really having to do a renovation. And again, that would include cognitive, social, emotional, physical. Okay. So those I'm trying to develop in those areas. Okay. And I invite you to join the journey. Okay. I am going to change my eating habits, guys, because I need to lose this weight and I want to do it naturally, and I'm going to have to put in the work. Not too excited about that, but it is what it is. Okay. So I am going to, and then cognitively, I'm going to have to really do some thinking in terms of what went wrong in the last relationship and how can I move forward. I don't believe in letting one rotten apple spoil the bunch. And so I believe in learning the lesson from that experience so that it doesn't repeat itself, so that I am not making other people pay for what someone else did to me. Okay. So I am again renovating an empty nest, and I am excited about it, but I'm nervous at the same time. And I invite you to the journey. Right now, I am going into Walmart because I want to get me a pressure cooker, because I am going to start cooking recipes and using it. We had an Instapot and I fell in love with it. So I just want to see what the options are in terms of a pressure cooker versus a Instapot. I saw a Farberware, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, pressure cooker. So I'm going to go back in and see what other options there are so that I can make delicious meals, healthy meals, I should say. One of the things I loved about the Instapot is we can pretty much put the food in, hit the button, and then within 45 minutes to an hour, bing, is done. And we just pretty much make our plates from there. So I want something that quick and something that easy to work with. Some of these hotels and motels have microwaves and refrigerators. Ours usually do, because it saves me money. It saves me from having to go out to restaurants all the time. Okay, again, I'm going to do videos about life in the motel, so that, or in the hotel, I should say, so that you can learn from this if you're ever in these experiences. Some of you may say, well, I'll never be, but life is so unpredictable. You don't know if you'll ever be in a situation like this, okay? So humble yourself and just learn. And some of them, the lessons can be applied to even where you are now, just a cheap way to make a meal. So again, I'm going to go in here to Walmart and look for this pressure cooker. And I'm going to begin working on renovating this empty nest, okay? So I have a lot of work to do, guys. I have to lose some weight. I have to heal from my pain. I have to make better choices when it comes to my food choices, when it comes to my portion sizes, when it comes to my social life. I need to get with a network of people. So that's what I am doing, so that I can build better relationships, have more meaningful relationships, and have relationships with folks who are headed in the direction that I want to go. You know, one of the things I like to think of is the fact that egos don't fly with buzzers. Let me say that again. Egos, excuse me, egos don't fly with buzzards, okay? So I want to start hanging or networking with people who have a higher level of thinking, people who are going in the direction that I want to go, not people who are okay with mediocrity, not people who question whether or not, or why I am interested in growing. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so I am trying to be around people who are headed in the direction that I want to go in, which is upward or just progressive thinking people, okay? So let me go ahead and go in this Walmart and see what type of pressure cookers they have. I haven't decided if I'm going to buy one today or not, but I know that I need to make a change. So I'm going to go into the Walmart and I'm going to see what the options are. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, so this is what I chose. It is the, I'm not sure, Farberware 7-in-1 pressure cooker. Steam, slow cook, simmer, and brown saute, and warm. So I am going to open this box. It is 6 quarts. So, and again, I had an Instapot, and I absolutely loved it. So, I living in a motel right now. I really wanted one of these because it saves me money if I can cook instead of just always running out to a restaurant. It gets to be pretty costly. So what's inside? Oh boy, are these cookbooks, and this is perfect for the winter because it looks like these are like soups and stews. They're in different. Oh, this is like the manual with the instructions, and this one is the recipe book. I love this. I absolutely love this. And yes, I will try some of these recipes. So this is all inside this book. Is that the pot roast? Okay. Definitely have to make that. Cinnamon roll pudding with cream cheese. Wow. So anyway, inside this, you will find the recipe book. And you will also find the instructions, the manual for this particular pressure cooker. Now, again, I've had the Instapot before, so I've never had a pressure cooker. So this is what it looks like when you open the box. Wow, guys. I got to try to get this out the box. Okay. Sorry if you were looking at the floor. Lord, I don't even know what that captured, but but this is what it looks like. Let me take it out of the plastic. Yeah, my dogs. Hey, Panda and Cody. They're like, what is she doing? Okay, this is what it looks like. Let's open it up. Looks like you can lock it there. I don't know what that red thing is. I gotta read the manual. Okay. So let's see how deep it is inside. What is this? I don't know what this is. Lord, this is all new to me. This was inside of it. I'm going to have to read the instructions to find out what its purpose is, but, okay, and there's something else in here. Oh, looks like a cup and a spoon. Let me open this up real quick, guys. Ooh, I'm sorry if the camera's doing that real weird. If I had known it was, I would have cut this open before, so I apologize. Okay, but it comes with the little spoon. Those are always good to have. And then looks like a measuring cup. Measuring cup. And I don't know what this thing is. I guess I'll find out. So I really hope this manual is, and this is how deep it is. Oh, look. I used to love this about my Instapot. The fact that this comes out. I used to love that. You know why? Because when I'm finished cooking a meal, then I can lift this pot up and put it in the refrigerator. Cover it up with some aluminum foil and just put it in the refrigerator. I want to show you what this pot looks like. That's what the pot looks like. And that's how deep it is. Again, this is 6 quarts. Hey, Cody. Anyway, and Panda. That's Panda. Okay, but this is what it looks like. Again, it is the Farberware that I chose. So, I probably will not go to the store today to cook a recipe because my refrigerator is already full. Or the refrigerator in this hotel is already full. But this is what this baby looks like out of the box. And so I am excited to be able to cook something and save some money while I'm in this situation. Looks like a beauty. Then it has all kinds of settings here. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Stop, Cody. Oh, guys, I don't know if you can. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so we got this. These are the settings. These are the settings that it has. The slow cook, fish or steam, vegetable, steam, soup, steak and meat, beans, rice, chicken and brown or sear. Now, what I like about this is in my last, in my Instapot, you just walk up to it, push the button that says meat, and let me tell you, we cooked ribs, we cooked chicken, we cooked turkey, we cooked everything in that billy. So we just pretty much turn it on, push the button, put the meat inside, of course, push the button that says meat, and then just walk away from it. And then when it's done, it'll beep or it'll shut off, and then we're ready to go. And it was less than 45 minutes often. So hopefully this baby will do me the same way. So anyway, hopefully this one will do me the same way. I'm excited about it. So hopefully it'll work the same way. And I'm going to use some of those recipes, and I'm going to get some more recipes. So I'm really excited about this. This baby cost me $49, which of course with tax it would take it up to 50 something. But $49.99 is what this one was. This is a 6-quart. This is 6 quarts, okay? And like I said, the tray lifts up. So this beauty I'm excited about, and I cannot wait to get started. But I wanted to show you what it's like out of the box. Thank you so much for watching.